Right, this is attempt number 2 of the video, because the first one, the sound came out so bad it even annoyed me listening to myself. Okay, so at least you won't have to sit through a 3-minute loading screen like on the first video. Okay, so this is the middle of my map, pretty much. Everything goes on here. There's my map. We're looking at this bit of river here. That's fairly central. The actual centre of the map is a bus stop somewhere about there. And as you can see, I've got towns and communities and farms and various things going on here, there and everywhere. I've even got a canal. You can see that I made to connect one river to the other. Took me absolutely ages, but what the hell, you know. I've even connected up that lake to that lake with a canal, and that lake to that river with a canal, and that lake to the sea with a canal. Just for the hell of it. But we're looking here. I like it when it's night time. Sometimes it's a nuisance, but sometimes it's pretty good. Let me turn the sound completely off. Oh, game save time. This takes a few seconds. I just don't seem to be able to get the game to run very well. I mean, I'm getting 6 or 7 frames a second at the moment. So let's turn everything off or down. And wait for a bit of daylight, and then I'll explain what's going on. So this is the middle of the map. That's my capital city, Quarry Vostok. As you can see, all the vehicles are a bit jerky because of that 8 frames a second I'm getting. Steel comes from 5, 6 different steel mills, gets dropped off here, accumulates here, and in here is electrical, mechanical and plastics. That's just to take up some space that will never get used. Those 3 and the steel get delivered to my 12 vehicle factories via trains, such as that one there. And this one coming in here. He's coming in to reload, excuse me, so that he can replenish the vehicle factories. That blue train there drops steel off here if he's got any left on his train, because he can't drop it all off here, but he can because there's room. His next port of call is here, and the steel will accumulate in here, and trains come in here and take that out for export. So I am producing more steel than I need. I am producing more food, clothes, televisions, meat, steel, everything. I'm producing more than I need, because I can export all of it. Well, not all of it, but I can export all those items. Clothes and televisions come to here. Clothes, televisions, and as you can see, that's full. That's full. Trucks come and run clothes and televisions from nearby factories into those 2 warehouses. If the truck can't drop everything off because it's full there, the next port of call is there, and this train takes anything from there. As you can see, it's got televisions and clothes, and it'll take that out for export. This is just a chemical store. So, closed televisions, overspill, export train for closing tellies. Every town, including the capital city, has a distribution centre, if you like, for food, meat and closing tellies. There's the closing tellies warehouse. The truck will sit there. There's the clothing truck. Now that'll be the TV truck. He'll load up here, all the way there. Well, obviously he's right near the hub anyway. I mean, I needn't have done a hub here, but I did. Every town has got one of these hubs, or there might be a hub like that between two towns if they're fairly close together. But that's how I do food, meat, clothes and electronics. See, there's a truck going in there. He's picking up from there because that's where the towns, the communities get their televisions from. He's off to Grange Hill. I've got a warehouse there full of clothes and electronics. And there'll be a clothing truck that's gone on to fill up from where he gets his clothes from. He doesn't get it from there because there's a clothing factory down in Grange Hill, so there doesn't seem much point sending a guy all the way up here and then all the way back again. Food, game save time again. Food is handled in that huge modified warehouse on the right there. Massive, and I've got 6 trains that visit my 12 food factories dotted all over the map. Now, I don't know if this is a collection or a delivery guy. He's a delivery guy, so he's loaded from there, and he's now off to Grange Hill, Westock, Oopsbrig and Albrick to deliver food to those communities. This could be one now, when a delivery train comes in. Here's one. I'll pause the game. He's been to Kolska Foods 1 and 2, which are 2 food factories. He's collected 238 tons of food. He will drop it off at Oopsbrig Central. Now there's room there to take all that, right? If there wasn't, his next port of call is Oopsbrig Export Drop Off, which is here, okay? And it will go in this warehouse here. Trains sit either there or there. I've got 3 trains coming in to these 2 places to take food out for export. So I'm exporting the surplus. So I'm making more food than I need. And that's how I run the food. Let's play the game. I mean, he will drop all that off. He will drop all that off. Oh, bar 0.77 tonne. So that's now full. He'll drop off 0.77 tonne there, which seems hardly worth it, but still. That's the mathematics of it. Which will go, well, one of these trains will have it. I'm not sure which one. It'll be interesting to see which one has it, actually. Who's going to have it? Who's having it first? Oh, export train C has had it first. I guess he had it because he's the one who's actually right next to the warehouse rather than him who's in the cargo bay. He'll then go off to pick up from Kolska Foods 1 and 2, which are right next door to each other. I've got 2 food factories there. So that's, there's 6 trains like that altogether, going all over the map, coming in, dropping off. Here's another one. Is he drop off or pick up? He's a drop off, and he's going to drop 238 off. He's been to Ellesmere and Longbridge. and the whole lot will get dropped off here because that's full. You know, no trains have come in to pick up for their deliveries in the intervening period while we've been watching this for a few minutes. He's full. He's now off to Sterolonia. He's going to be off soon, I imagine. There's 3 of these trains, 2 go in there, 1 comes in there. And that's how it works. Oh, he's now full, he's going off. And it's left 141 tonne in there. But that's how I handle the food exports. Meat, I've got, how many now? 6, I think, meat plants around the map. Fridge lorries bring it in and drop it off there or there. I had to make 2 bays because sometimes the queue here is enormous, so I made 2 bays for them to drop off at into this huge fridge. When it gets above 90%, that's when my distribution office cuts in, and the distribution office also handles a few other things. So these trucks bring in meat from, let's just pause the game, click on him. So he's brought 10 tonne of meat in from Colchester Meat North, right? He's brought meat in from Ellesmere Abattoir. And they drop it off here. Other trucks come into here, pick up and take out to their regional distribution fridge. But if once that quantity gets above 90%, which is 14,009, this little distribution office here comes into action. As you can see, I've got a variety of fridges and articulated trucks there that will pick up from, game save time again, from Oopsbrig Huge Fridge when it gets above 90%. They'll pick up, if you pan out you can see all the highlighted buildings in yellow that this distribution office handles. There is one a little bit further this way, south, that does clothing, but everything's pretty much here. So Oopsbrig Huge Fridge is there. Oopsbrig TVs is that warehouse there. We Stock Clothing is off field of view at the moment. It's in the next town. 6chem Electro is there. 6chem Plastic is there. 6chem Bulk Chemicals is there. And they take items from those places to 6chem Warehouse 7, where they unload food, plastics, chemicals, clothes, TVs, electronics into that place there, where there's a train sat waiting to be loaded, and he waits until he's full and he then goes off to Clyde. I'll show you Clyde in a minute. This distribution office takes the meat direct to Clyde via Peterbilt trucks, because that warehouse can't handle meat and that train hasn't got a fridge container. And that distribution office, it will pick up from here. If the trains can't handle what's being dropped off and this gets really, really full, 1,000 tonnes, 80%, well 79%, which is about 1,000 tonnes, it will then take some food out of here to 6chem Warehouse 7 and drop it off there. So there's even a double safety feature, if you like, so that this doesn't clog up with food and Look, I don't know why these oil tankers do this. They seem to love coming through my Food Network. I don't know why. There's no reason this train that's going from Buntsfield to Starolania should be anywhere near this. He should just go straight past on the main line there, but they seem to like coming through there. Whatever. Okay, so when this train is full, he takes it to Clyde Combined Cargo Storage, which is a modified building down here, all the way down here, right next to the border. Now, why don't I have him just taking it to South Hallis? Well, I had a dockyard here, making ships. I was experimenting with ships. There happens to be a ship in at the moment loading up with booze, meat, mechanical components from this Clyde Combined Storage, which is where that train goes to. And I was experimenting with moving stuff from A to B. I wanted to make sure I understood how these worked, these harbours, these docks, the big dock, and so on and so forth. And it just was an option. I thought, oh, I can see if that works by having a ship picking up from here. I mean, the border's only there, so it's a simple little job. I mean, it'd be easier for me, really, to have that train, instead of it going in there and dropping off there and the ship picking it up and taking it for export. It'd be easier if the train just went to there. I know it would. But I did this as an experiment in a transport link to see if that transport office up at Oops Brig would handle, because I like to test everything. I wanted to make sure that Oops Brig distribution office could handle a destination so far away from itself. And it can, obviously. There's a booze truck dropping off some booze from Leyland. So not everything that goes into that warehouse comes from Oops Brig. There's one or two other places that drop off there as well. And it works fine. That ship will load up with whatever's there. Obviously the train hasn't been down since his last visit because there's no electronics, tellies and other things that the train brings down. But it doesn't matter, he's going to take out booze. What was he taking out? Booze from the 3 distilleries I've got. Meat, because the Oops Brig trucks bring the meat down here because the distribution warehouse up there can't handle meat. And there's a factory that makes mechanicals quite nearby here. And their surplus is just dropped into there. I wanted to see if I could make it really complicated and it still work. And it does work. So, well, hey, basically. So that's my distribution office there. The warehouse it fills up there. The train that takes it out to that place we've just been there. I mean, he hasn't been out there for a while because he's got chemicals and tellies. But he isn't full, so he's not going to move, so that's fine. And that's how I do it. I hope you found this video interesting. You see my neighbour walking down the path. I hope he's observing social distancing. I wish his cats observe social distancing from doing their business on my garden, but it's nature, isn't it? So, right. I hope the sound level's better on this video, otherwise I'll have to make another one. But anyway, take care everyone. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it or learned something, or maybe not, or whatever. Take care. Ta-ra.